Welcome to this gentle yoga for recovery practice. I've designed this practice for people who are experiencing health challenges or other related issues, any issues that might have you feeling frustrated with your body and just not comfortable in your body. We're going to try to give you a greater sense of peace and comfort once again. Hi, I'm Beth. I am a registered yoga teacher and a licensed clinical psychologist. And I'm going to be leading you through really gentle movement. We'll be focusing on twists and forward fold, twists to bring out some of the tension, forward folds to release. And we'll also be doing different types of breathing throughout the practice. You don't necessarily need any props, but in a little bit, I'm going to help you into a restorative forward fold. And if you have a bolster and blocks, that's really ideal. You can do it without though. All right, let's begin by finding a comfortable seat. You're welcome to sit on something if that makes you more comfortable. Have your legs arranged however works best for you. We're going to start to tune into our bodies with our breath, beginning with simply taking a big breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. So breathe in, open your mouth. Little bit of release. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, open your mouth. So the first breath practice we'll do is an even breath in and an even breath out. As I'm talking, start to pick up the own rhythm of your breath. So notice you're breathing in, notice the exhale. If you'd like to count, you can. A 3-3 or a 4-4 pattern is common. So in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Or you can just ballpark it, wing it. Feeling the breath in your body. Maybe other sensations are grabbing your attention, and that's okay. We'll pause here for a few moments as you continue your even breath in, even breath out. To give you the opportunity to scan through your body, notice what's grabbing your attention, noticing. It's okay to notice if there are things that are painful, that are uncomfortable. But we're going to try to notice and simply notice, not judge, not say that's terrible or awful, simply be aware. The awareness might be, I have pain in my stomach. Could be, my head hurts. So a few moments where I'll be silent to give you the opportunity to go inside. You can keep your eyes open during this process. If you have them open, let them be soft, let your gaze be down, or you can choose to close your eyes. Continuing with that even breath in, even breath out, as we take a few moments to check in with ourselves. We are trying to allow ourselves to be acknowledging of whatever is there, even if we don't like it. We're here today because even if we're frustrated with our bodies, if our bodies have disappointed us, we can still take care of our bodies. All right, one more even breath in, even breath out. And continue the breath in and out through your nose as we start to take movements. If you want to change the cross of your legs or change your position, go ahead and do that. We'll be seated for a little bit, so go ahead and change anytime you need to do so. And you'll have a lot of choices throughout this practice. We'll start with flexing the spine a little bit. We're going to move forward, feel your heart come toward me, and roll back. You might roll back on your sits bones a little bit. So a little bit of flexion. Getting some big movements into our spine. Noticing there are things our bodies can still do, even if we're frustrated with the things that our bodies can't do. And next time we come forward, we're going to take this into a spinal circle. So come forward, around to your left, come back to the right, and forward. Let's go about 3 times in this direction. You might start feeling this movement into your hips, other spots. And then when we get forward, we'll reverse directions. Go to your right, round back, go to your left. And last one. All right, find your seat again. We're going to come into a half butterfly position. So keep your right foot close to your body as you extend your left leg out to any place that is comfortable. We're going to start with a twist to the bent leg. Reach your left hand around, hold wherever is comfortable. Use your back hand as a support. Breathe in your twist. Seated spinal twists help to wring out all the muscles around our back. And we might even feel this down into the lower back, the hips. Depending on how your neck feels, you can turn your head in either direction, or you can move it around a bit, getting some motion into your head. Let's take another breath in this twist. Come back to front and we'll find our first forward fold here. I like to just put my hands in front of me and slowly start the process of walking my hands out. Now you might find just after a small forward lean, something in your body is restricting you, and that's fine. Stop there. We're intentionally going slow enough in this practice so that we can take the time to observe. We can give our body the care and attention it deserves by paying attention. Once you're here for a few breaths, maybe you notice that there's a little bit more yield to your body and you can find a different fold. In this pose, if you want to emphasize a little bit more the lower back and the hips on one side, you also have the option of walking your hands out in a diagonal, same direction as your bent knee. Think about keeping both hip bones or sits bones on the floor. So as I'm walking my hands out right, I'm thinking about letting the opposite left hip sink back to the floor. Find a nice stretch along the side. I'm getting a stretch through my inner thigh as well. Let's find one more breath in our forward fold. And then if you were out in a diagonal, gently walk yourself back front first. Help yourself up and we will switch sides. So other leg comes in, right leg extends out. Remember, however is comfortable for you. It's more important to you keep your spine upright than have your leg way out. So go to wherever your leg goes. It doesn't matter. Take a breath in. Let that breath help you feel your body upright, feel space, and then reach your hand across. Other hand comes back. For me, turning toward this side is always a little bit more restricted in my twists. I'm not forcing that. I'm aware that my body just doesn't like to turn as much to this side. And still I breathe into the space. Maybe on my exhales, I can play around with the amount of twist. One more breath in. We'll release around to front on the exhale. And then find the fold. With forward folds or flexion, we're always bending right from the hip crease, and your body might not want to go very far at first. I notice on this side, my hamstring muscles are resisting a little bit more. One option is to bend the knee of the extended leg, and you might find that that gives you more space, less muscles working against you. And as I said on side one, sometimes after you're here for a bit, whatever was contracting, working against you, may release a little bit, and you can find a bit more space there. During the practice, you can return to your breath at any time. Continuing with that even breath in, even breath out. And remember, you also have the option to walk your hands around to the diagonal, send your hip in one direction, your hands in the other. I'm going to stay here for about 3 more breaths. And exhale, start to walk around back to front. Help yourself up. Come back to a center space. We're going to do one more seated twist. This time we're going to be in what yin yoga we call a deer position, with our back hip internally rotated, our front hip externally rotated. Now, if this feels good for you, great. Stay with your legs. Your front foot is on top of your back thigh. If not, find a position for your legs that does work. Maybe they're more stacked. Maybe they're staggered in a more of a W shape. So whatever works for you to allow you to start twisting the direction that your knees are pointed. So if you have your right leg in front, you're going to twist toward your right. And we're going to twist into this space and come right back out. So we're going to dynamically twist, moving in and out a few times. You might find it helpful to breathe in front. Exhale, use your hands to help you into the twist. I think that was 3, so let's do 2 more. Breathe in front. Exhale into the twist. And then last one, breathe in front. Exhale into the twist, and you may have guessed we're going to hold this one. Now you can find or hold this twist upright if you're finding that this is the stretch that you need for today. Or you might choose to walk your hands out, sort of similar to what we did in the other forward fold, going really slow with the lower body in this little bit more twisted position. Some of you might have the space to come down to forearms here. I'm going to stay up on my hands today. I'm holding my head up. If you want to let your chin relax, drop your head, do that. Let's take one more full breath cycle, breathing in, noticing all the places your breath is going. Fully exhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands back in toward your body. Come through center. Take your legs into a center or neutral position. They could be bent or straight. It could feel good to bend the knees and let yourself round a little bit, a little slump over your body. And then we'll find the second side. So this time knees will point to your left. As you come into this sort of side saddle or deer pose position, it's nice because it adds a little bit more of the lower back activation, the muscles around that area that can get really tight if we're seated or we're just not as mobile because we're not feeling healthy. So let's go in and out of our twist 5 times like we did on the first side. Take a breath in center. Exhale, move into your twist. Inhale, center. On your exhale might be just a little movement into the twist. You decide. Inhale, back center. Move into your twist. And 2 more. Inhale, center. Move into your twist. Inhale, back center. And then move into your twist. Here's where we hold. A gentle push down on your hands can help to find more lift in the spine. You can also choose to come into that fold on the side if you desire. Remember that you can be lower onto your forearms or stay up with your hands onto your hands with me. Whenever you get distracted, and you will, we all do, that's a natural thing to happen. Bring your attention back, notice your breath. You might stay with one full cycle of breath, feeling the breath in, feeling the breath out. You might also say a short mantra to yourself, something like, I am present in this moment. And then one more full breath cycle. Use your next inhale to walk your hands in. And once again, take your legs into any comfortable center position with your eyes soft or your eyes closed. Take a moment to observe. Notice whether you feel any sense of being a little more connected to your body. Again, remind yourself that you can be frustrated, annoyed with your body, and yet still show it the care and nurturing that it deserves. Before we go into our restorative forward fold, we are going to do a breath practice. It's called Bhramari breath. It has been clinically proven to help with anxiety. So it's a great form of breath. Sometimes you'll hear it called the humming bee breath. It can be a little tricky to learn. I'm actually going to come to a kneeling position, seated on my heels. You can stay however you are comfortable. What we're doing during this breath is we're taking our senses, our focus inward. And so the fingers can optionally be used to cut off our senses. So I'll show you that with my glasses off, and then I'm going to put my glasses back on, and I'm only going to do a modified version of the hand mudra. So the first step is to take your thumbs on the cartilage of your ears, like you're closing your ears. Then you can rest your pointer fingers on your forehead, middle fingers close the eyelids, the ring fingers to the side of the nose, and finally the pinky to the side of the mouth. So if you choose to do this hand gesture, remember once we start, or you won't be able to hear me, there's a lightly pressing down of the cartilage of the ears to close off your ears. And then you draw your attention inside. So I will only do the ear portion of that so I can still look at the camera. I'm just going to use my 2 thumbs to close off my ears. We'll be taking a breath in, and then as you exhale, it's a humming sound at the back of your throat. I'll try to make mine audible. It sounds like this. Humming and sounding breath helps our parasympathetic nervous system go into its rest and digest mode, and that's what we want. So we'll do 5 rounds. Do it at your own pace. I'll do 5, and then I'll pause with my hands here. We'll all meet back when we're done. As you're ready, take a natural inhale, exhale cycle out. Find the position with your fingers. Take a breath in and then hum out. from me. This is my last one. When you finish your last breath, bring your hands down if you were using them. Return to an even in-out pattern, breathing in and out through your nose. Notice your internal awareness. We call that interoception, and it's one of the things we're trying to strengthen with our yoga practice, our awareness of internal sensations, what is happening inside our body. All right, this is where we're going to do our forward fold. If you have a bolster and 2 blocks, grab those. If not, I'll show you how to do it without. All right, I have my bolster and blocks. I'm not going to use them yet because I want to show you what you can do without props. We are going to take our feet in a butterfly position. And if you're used to doing more yang forms of hatha yoga with the feet pulled way in, I encourage you to let the feet come out in more of a diamond shape for this restorative pose. You can move around in your sits bones, and you can also sit upright on something to help with the forward fold. Maybe just double over your mat or use a blanket. From here, we're going to gently forward fold. Like we did earlier, you can let your head hang if desired. And we'll hold about 3 minutes. So if that is your pose, you hold it there. I'll show you the prop setup. For this prop setup, we're going to take the first block on the medium height. And we're going to have that between the feet, gently pushing the feet together. The second block will be on top of that, either on the low height or the medium. You'll adjust that based on the height that you need. And then the bolster will be angled, coming on top of the blocks and between your legs. I might need this bolster a little further away. So you're making this platform to fold forward. And you hinge from your hips like we did in the other forward folds. You can keep your head, let your forehead come down to the bolster, or you can turn your head to one side or the other. And we'll hold for about 2 to 3 minutes. This is a great place to reconnect with your breath. A simple breath observation keeps us in the present moment. You can add any kind of mantra to that you would like, saying to yourself, I am present in this moment. It is a restorative pose. We're trying to release as much effort as possible. Take your awareness to your face. Soften your eyes. Allow your cheeks to be soft. Move your jaw around, back and forth. Move your tongue in your mouth to ensure that you're not clenching your jaw together. Simply let go. Let go of any frowning or clenching. I feel a little tug on your inner thighs, your lower back, maybe gravity tugging on your shoulders. Notice if something is feeling too uncomfortable for you to stay in the position, you have the choice of doing something different. Let's do what we did in the beginning. Take a breath in through the nose and long sigh out through the mouth. use your hands. Begin to walk yourself up. You can set your props aside, but we're moving right into our lying Shavasana pose. So if you want to use your bolster or any props for Shavasana, you can choose to use them. Join me lying on your back. All right, so I have the blocks here under my thighs. I find this as a supportive sensation for me. You can use whatever props you like or no props. Now, the traditional Shavasana has our hands down by our sides, palms up. You can take that version, you can flip your palms down to invite in a greater sense of rooting and grounding. Or you can take your palms, your hands, maybe to your lower ribs, to some part of your body, maybe over your heart. Encourage that connection, that reminder that even when I'm frustrated with my body, I can take care of it. I can nurture my body and give my body the care it needs. We'll do another breath practice here, moving from our even inhale and even exhale to a longer and extended exhale breath. Like Bhramari breathing, this helps to stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system that is responsible for the body's natural relaxation response. So find your breath duration again, feeling the even breath in, even breath out first. I'm going to use a 4-4 count to start, and then I'm going to move from 4-8. If you want more instruction than we're doing today, I did a whole other video on extended exhale breath that you can try. So start with your one more round of your natural even breath. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In for the same amount, but double the exhale. So breath in, and then out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finding your own extension. Breathe in, long exhale. If double the exhale feels like too long, simply hold the exhale for a beat or two longer than the inhale. You can eventually work your way up to longer holds. We'll have a few moments of silence here as you tune into your own breath in this relaxation pose. When you're ready to bring yourself back to conscious awareness, wiggle your fingers and toes. You could move any props you have out of the way. And join me back in a seated position for the final moments of our practice. I'm going to finish with a breath that you might have seen online. It's called coherent breathing. It's basically what we've already done, an even breath in, an even breath out, but it's specifically to a 6 count. So let's try 3 rounds of this breath in together where I'll be counting, and then another 2 rounds on your own. So take a natural breath in, breath out to prepare for our 6 count. And then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 5, 6. One more together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 more full rounds on your own. And when you've completed your last 2 rounds, you have the option to continue, or you can let go of any effort of the breath. Perhaps again, place both hands over the lower belly or hands over the heart. Remember what we've focused on throughout the practice. You can feel frustrated or annoyed with your body. You can feel angry about things you can't do or health conditions you might have. And throughout that, you can treat your body in a way that's peaceful, in a way that's nurturing, in a way that supports your own recovery. So a takeaway from this practice might be to choose one of the 4 different breath strategies that we did and practice it on your own, or to choose 1 or 2 poses that we did that helped you feel present and in your body and practice those on your own. I would really love to hear what you decided to practice, what your own takeaway is. I hope that this was helpful to you. Take good care.